Kame house party.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. I am Aaron.
And I am Vince.
It is the only improv comedy Dragon Ball podcast in the known universe. We even checked under your car seat. No other ones there. We're the only one. And what we do here is we attempt to watch every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball. We do improv comedy based on what we watched. It's a good time for your ears and your brain and your heart. Look, you know what? We'll just say the whole body.
Mm-hmm. It's a whole body good.
It's a whole, a full body podcast experience. Not too heady. Honestly, zero head.
No, there is no. This is not for the brain. This is for the soul and body.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a good enough sound system, turn the bass all the way up, baby. Oh yeah.
And we gotta turn the podcast up, but first, we have to do a little thing we call Kame housekeeping, getting old and new listeners ready for the episode we're about to cover. And the first part of Kame housekeeping is the world famous, also UN sanctioned, 1 minute roundup, which is cackle sound.
Oh, my mistress, the ingredients have collected. We're ready to make your potion.
Yes, excellent, Mildew. My toad. Go ahead and name them off and put them in this boiling pot quickly now.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
First, tail of a dog.
Mm-hmm. Did you fresh, right? You just chopped one off?
Very fresh.
Okay,
Farm
next.
to table.
Yeah, we're an organic witchery here. We grow our own dog.
Oh no!
And seed. Still an evil witch.
Still an evil witch. Organic does not mean good. Let's just say that. Organic is not karmic good, people.
Yeah, I think we can put that in. But that, my friends, is the beginning of the 1 minute roundup where Vince and we do something themed improv scene. We mix up what that theme is, but it loosens and or tightens our improv muscles, gets us ready for the journey ahead. But the 1 minute roundup proper is where one of us, this time Vince, has to summarize everything that has occurred in Dragon Ball thus far. 113 episodes of Dragon Ball Z, the entirety of the OG Dragon Ball. All of that in under 60 seconds, so you don't have to go back and watch all of Dragon Ball to know where we're at. You don't have to listen to our old episodes. If you're new to the podcast, you can start on the latest and sometimes greatest episode. It's all subjective. Art is a lie. I don't know. Let's get into it, Vince. I have to ask you, are you ready to round up?
I'm emphatically nodding my head and also verbalizing, yes, I am. And here I go. So you collect 7 magic Dragon Balls to make a wish for anything in the world. The story follows a little Goku. He's a little monkey boy, grows up to be a big monkey man. Along the way, he fights in 3 Tenkaichi tournaments, wins the final one against the son of a demon king that he defeated, who tried to take over the world. He also defeats the Red Ribbon Army, who tries to take over the world. They're a paramilitary organization bent on using the Dragon Balls for evil. After all that, Goku grows up, he marries Chi-Chi, has a kid. Now we're in Z, right? The Goku's brother comes from space, They kill him. Goku dies. He trains in another world, gets a lot stronger, comes back to fight two more Saiyans from their home planet. He beats those two guys. Then they have to go to the planet Namek because that's where Dragon Balls come from to get their friends back. They fight Frieza and his army. Goku goes Super Saiyan, which is very crazy and blonde. He's super strong. Now he's lost in space, but back on Earth, his son Gohan is fighting against Scarlet Jr., who's back from the dead zone, along with Krillin and Piccolo, who are fighting as well, and Salt and Vinegar, or Vinegar and Spice.
Yeah. We never talk about Vinegar and Spice, so good on you for getting them in.
Two of my favorite Damn it, two of my favorite spices, Vinegar and Spice. Come on now.
Spice, yep, just to cover the whole gamut, Spice.
You know my favorite kind of chips? Vinegar and Spice chips.
Well, that's what all good girls are made of. Little girl, I don't know. I feel like I'd said something inappropriate, so we're going to move on to the next part of Kame Housekeeping, which is where we let you know we watch two different versions of the episode. I watch the original Japanese language, subtitled in English. Vince watches the English dubbed. And we do this because it is fun to compare and contrast. Sometimes the differences are big, sometimes they're small. But the first difference is usually 99.9% of the time the title. So, Vince, will you please give us your title for this episode?
Sure, and I'll give it to you with gusto, because here it comes. Episode 114 of Dragon Ball Z. Extreme Measures.
Nice. Very nice.
Very extreme.
Though both of those words are in my title.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Can I guess how many extra words there are?
Hold on, let me do a quick count. Are we counting hyphenated words as one?
Sure. Ooh, this
Okay.
is good. This is good. They should do this in Vegas.
All right, 7. You got 7 extra ones.
Oh, I was good guess, but there are 7 extra
Oh
words.
shit! I forgot the premise. No, sorry. Whoops. Well, the
Hey, look.
pot's yours.
Look, the house always wins, baby. Kame House always wins. All right, hit me with that 7 extra word title. That's 9 word title.
I am more rested than I was last week. This is maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm fooling myself. But my title for the original Japanese language episode, roughly translated, is A Battle of Extreme Measures. Kami-sama breaks the covenant.
Ooh, Kami. The Kami Covenant.
Yeah, he's finishing the fight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, that movie. Oh, no. I'm thinking of the other movie about male witches, and they have the powers.
Sorry, I had the Halo gag like in the back pocket from when I saw the title yesterday.
Hey, man, that works. My brain is divergent in a way that's terrible, apparently.
No, that makes sense. We talked about witches. But I also know the weird, like mid-2000s, what if it was The Craft, but hot boys?
And that famous scene where they crash cars head on, and then it slow-mo explodes the car, and then they put it back together with their witch powers. That movie was terrible, and I saw it in theaters. Oh,
was
God.
it on a date? Or was it a boys' trip?
Oh, it was a boys' trip for sure.
Ooh.
That Regal 16, right there on 202. You know we had a blast.
Were you guys like, hey, let's watch this and then maybe we'll be witches after this.
Maybe we'll have our awakening at 18, right before we go off to witch college.
Because the Craft in my high school, when the Craft came out, there were definitely a bigger interest in Wicca and all that.
I mean, the Quakers don't believe in that stuff, so we couldn't talk about it in school.
You couldn't talk about your witchcraft.
Couldn't cast spells at Quaker school. Also, you couldn't wear fatigues or camo because it was referencing battle, and Quakers are nonviolent. So yeah, I got a letter sent home when I wore camo to 5th grade one day. That happened.
Really?
Teacher went, "Hey Vince, I couldn't see you there." I was like, oh, you get it. It's camo. That's fun. And then I got a letter in the mail.
Was the letter like given to you to give to your parents? Was it in the mail?
Oh no, it was in the mail, I think, and it was like, hey, like it went next day, and it was like, hey, Vince got in trouble for wearing fatigues. He can't wear that again. So something like that.
This is your parent. If it's 5th grade, any clothing choice is your parents' fault,
I mean,
not you, the child.
I had a little bit more autonomy. I was pretty responsible. I like
Okay.
picking my own wardrobe in 5th grade. I just chose incorrectly. But
You didn't know.
But I look good. You know I look good.
Of course. And this episode does look good, though maybe not a ton of things happen. Let's get into it. We are back on top of the lookout. It is in shambles. It is completely destroyed. Spice and Vinegar are they themselves. They're starting to Hulk out, just screaming. Classic power up as they bulk up. Things are being destroyed around them.
Krillin has an interesting line after Vinegar and Spice bulk up. Krillin goes, skyscrapers, because they got taller.
Skyscrapers.
Yeah.
That's what he calls them?
That's what he calls them. And as a tall person, I take offense to that. I am not a building. I am a person. People of the street. People of normal to average height.
Is there a preferred term for the vertically
silence.
gifted?
Don't talk to me. I don't care how outgoing you are, sir or madam on the street corner of 8th Avenue. Don't fucking talk to me.
Wow, look at that sky. Man, you're a real skyscraper, huh?
Who are you, sir?
Just a short guy. A short king.
Well, King, I don't give a damn. Also, I'm on my way to work, so shut up. Leave me alone.
That's very rude. I mean, I think what we're learning in modern society that talking to anyone anywhere is the rudest thing you can do.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like, if I'm getting on an airplane and I'm bent over because it's a smaller plane, and like you give me a little head nod, you smile, that acknowledges that you understand that this is gonna be uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we're in it. I'm in it just like you guys. I'm just like one of yous, but more cramped. But like out on the street, like in New York, I am not the only tall person you'll see. So are you gonna wait and say something like have a comment lined up? How's the air up there? Hey, what is that? Like, can you touch that sign? I don't know. I don't know what people want to say to me. Just the point is don't. Aaron, I'm sorry. I'm all wound up because I'm mad at these episodes and I'm mad at this one too. I'm over this filler stuff right now.
I agree. Despite some of the cool visuals, this was again a lot of nothing. Barely making the first down. On this episode. So what we get after they bulk up is we do have a fight, but everyone kind of splits off again, where it's Scarlet Jr. versus Piccolo, and it seems like Piccolo can hold his own against this new GJ. Gohan and
does Garlic Jr. give himself a new nickname?
Not that I saw.
All right.
What do you got?
This is what I think the English dub did right in this episode was give Garlic a few quips. And this is the first one. As Piccolo is like trying to jump into battle to save Gohan, Garlic Jr. appears behind Piccolo and says, "What's the matter? Come to Big Daddy Garlic."
Big Daddy Garlic.
Oh yeah. And then some West Coast beat drops.
Big Daddy Garlic is a good name for honestly
BDG.
anything.
Big Daddy Garlic.
Pets, children.
Your nickname on Guy's grocery games. That's what
Guy
Fieri, you call me Big Daddy Garlic.
You change that Chiron right that has to be like across Guy Fieri's back, right?
Mm-hmm. in that script.
hmm As he's like,
Flavor Town on his chest, Big
Yeah.
Daddy Garlic on his back.
that's his tramp stamp.
Instead of like the Brock Lesnar sword, it's a giant zester.
Mm. A microplane, yes. Big Daddy, yeah, it's a good name. That's come to Big Daddy Garlic.
Mm-hmm. Come
I'd,
to Big Daddy Garlic.
I'd rather not. If you're gonna call yourself that, I think. Tap
is
out.
that a whittle pickle that needs a Big Daddy Garlic?
No, I hate that. You understand the sort of sexual connotation of what you're saying, right?
Under the power of Macchio Star, all kinks are free.
Oh, so you get stronger, but also
And
get
kinkier.
Yeah, kinkier, sexier. You have a little paddle there.
Big Daddy Garlic wants to put you in the masher, if you know what I mean.
What is I don't. Please, again.
Oh, sorry, I meant I'll put you
Namekian.
in the garlic press.
Oh, okay. But what is that an innuendo for?
I'm going to crush you between my massive thighs.
Actually, wait a minute. That's my. How'd you know? That's my very specific thing.
Big
I
Daddy
think
Garlic
well.
knows all kinks under the Macchio Star.
You become omniscient to kinks.
You want to know Krillins?
No, but you know what? Lay it on me. When else am I going to get this opportunity? We can just go down the list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Krillin's kink? Being diced and sliced by his own Destructo Disc.
Oh, so he loved what happened on Epic. He was down. It was unfortunate that was the result, but a dream come true.
He creamed his dead jeans.
He creamed his Saiyan armor.
Just before he died.
Let me see. Like a Yamcha.
Oh,
I'm guessing some sort of humiliation.
baseball shaming.
Baseball shaming. Like we need a pitcher, not a belly itcher.
He loves those old school ribbings while he's doing the deed.
Bulma has to yell out swing bada bada while he's getting his bada ready for deliver.
And he also likes ruined orgasms.
Scene. We're done.
Yeah.
Not with the scene, with with life, honestly, at this point.
Oh,
Everyone is tuned out.
everybody's out. And that,
So
for
we
good
can- I
for
mean-
good riddance.
Yeah. now it's just the true fans that remain.
All right, we got the real ones back.
Yeah. So we're back in the I forget the actual name, but it's the Kame graveyard. A ghost Kame appears, and I do like how he looks. He's kind of ribbony. There's like that weird heat wave kind of thing going, but also it's like he's made of a swirly little ribbon that's constantly moving. It's a very cool effect.
Piercing eyes of light.
Do the ghosts of Kami's talk in yours?
He says something because Kami to Popo is like, Mr. Popo, I don't know what happened when that spirit hit me, but I'm so tired. Popo, I think I might have mono. I'm so tired.
Well, who have you been smooching?
Do I have to say?
Just okay. Let me rephrase it. I again, as a medical professional, your personal doctor.
That's right,
I'll
Dr.
keep everything
Popo.
confidential. But have you been smooching? I guess is the question.
Let's just say, in the time that Marin hasn't been Krillin's girlfriend,
Oh damn, Kami, how'd you pull a baddie like that?
I'm Kami.
That's true.
Period. End of story.
Yeah, that's it. You know what? You're right. I don't even know why I questioned it.
Kami doesn't have to do shit.
But so I can see you getting mono from her. Is that how that works?
I
shouldn't.
think.
right? Is it? Anyway, I don't think
maybe
I
it's from me kissing all the doors on the lookout.
kissing the doors,
I give them a little smooch.
handles or frame.
Handles if they're nasty.
Kami, handles are gross. Everyone touching them.
Kami he's been influenced by that one Migos song, Slob on My Knob. Like doors on a lookout.
Turn the key. And then finish and sing.
That's
Damn it! What path have we gone on?
I took us down that path,
That's
and I'm
fine.
not sorry about it at all. Just like Kami is not, he's unwavering in his pursuit. He has to get the sacred water to where the 7 air currents meet.
Mhm.
Other Kamis, older Kamis, be damned. I found this to be like the most interesting part of the episode. Popo has like a little conversation with this Kami. He's like, "Oh, I've missed you. He's a stubborn guy. He probably won't let us through, but he was nice to work with, you know." And I think the Kami has a couple of lines about like, "Hey, Popo, you know what you did by bringing him here. You shouldn't have brought Kami here."
There wasn't it. They remain completely silent in mine.
What the F?
Yeah, which makes sense. You need a little context. This was kind of because it was a lot of Popo relaying information,
Mm-hmm.
mainly like, he's not going to let us pass, Kami.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're not getting called over in Red Rover, Kami.
Whatever. I'll just, you know what we need to do is run.
Yeah, I loved it. Kami's like, "Popo, get ready. I have a plan. Run!
Cheese it.
Cheese it. It's the
The
fuzz.
dean's coming. Hurry up.
Kami house."
Someone give us a video of you in a stuffy office dressed as a dean. Okay, here's what I would like. This would count as my birthday and Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I want someone to film themselves in a stuffy office. If you can get a placard that has your name along with Dean of Students, even better. Not required.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to be reading a typically stuffy magazine or book. Maybe you're reading what's like something very dry,
Oh,
like The Origin of the Species by
Yeah, yeah,
Darwin,
yeah.
and you're just like,
or
Yeah.
Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman.
yeah, you're just chuckling to yourself as if you're reading some like the Sunday Funnies. Then get one of your friends, make him dress up as like wormy and kind of Weasley as possible. Slick back hair is a good fit.
Mhm.
Oversized glasses, a sweater vest, even though I think those are coming back.
With polo collars popping out the top.
Yes. They just have like you look at this guy and you're like, this guy, can't trust him as far as I can throw him.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in, whispers into your ear, and then you as a dean have to go put your book down, go, what? They did that? And then you jump up out of your chair, hands in the air, and scream out, "Kame house!" And that's it.
Mhm.
That's what I want. That'll be my
Ooh.
Christmas.
That's a great Christmas present. You could sign me up for one of those too. Make it a double.
Yeah.
But
You
make
don't have to-
make mine from How High. Same scene, but in How High with the Cheetos.
Yeah. The dean is pre or post dean learning how to be cool.
Oh, it's pre.
Okay.
Obviously.
Of course.
Good films all around, and good running by Kami and Popo.
The ghost commies can apparently make giant holes in the ground randomly that they have to jump over. They're both like kind of doing a military, not a countdown, but they're like hup, 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 hup.
Oh, that wasn't present in mine. I think there was just like some music, and it was just fun to watch Kame hike up his robes as he's sprinting.
Yeah. You can't run in robes. We all know this. Popo makes a comment about Kami. I think what I heard is him say Kami-sama Genki. So like, energetic. I think is what that is. But the translation they gave was, "Oh, Kami-sama's so spunky. He likes his oatmeal chunky."
Don't you dare bring Humpty into this podcast.
They're in a sort of digital underground currently.
Are they sick with it? Is it their chance? Is it Kami's chance to do the hump?
Popo, you know I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Do me, baby.
What a weird flex. Like, if that's your line, that's your opener. I don't know, man.
And he's wearing the Groucho glasses during the music video. Shit. Have we already passed the golden age of like hilarious rap? Is there no hilarious rap?
Rap is either very serious or I think you're right. Like even a Nicki Minaj when she sampled Baby Got Back for Anaconda, I believe was the name of the song, right?
Yeah, and she sampled recently she sampled a Rick James
Super Freak.
Yeah, the Super Freak one.
But like even in that video, there's no like giant ass in the background.
Yeah. There are rolling hills of ass for us to enjoy.
Come on.
Young Gravy needs to step his game up. You heard of this man, Aaron Young Gravy?
Damn Gravy, you so vicious. I'm very aware of him, unfortunately.
He's so delicious.
How come he ain't got no misses?
No bitches.
That wasn't like, I guess it's inherently funny because it samples Rick Astley, right?
Right.
But the video, I think there's like an emu in it, but that's kind of it. It's still, the video is just still him like, I have a cool fur coat and I'm surrounded by ladies.
Yeah, he's still cool, but he's like, I'm cool and I'm like clever. He's cool and clever. Because you can't have a hilarious song and also have, like, I think he has Lil Wayne featuring on one of his songs, T-Pain featuring on another. Like, if you got T-Pain on the song, it could be funny because T-Pain's hilarious. T-Pain is genuinely a funny man.
You can't be in a pool of gravy. Yeah,
you can't just give us the Thanksgiving feast. Like Lil Dicky put out some funny songs. But he's a very good rapper. But like we're just, I don't think we're ever gonna get to that height of humping.
I'd love him. I would love a Young Gravy to like just have a big plate of mashed potatoes, pouring it down. Those mashed potatoes obviously shaped like two buttocks. Yeah, and you're pouring it down the crack. We all get it. We all love it.
Oh, and he just he samples. Do me gravy. Look, we just wrote a hit.
Look, hire us to direct your funny rap videos. We will, and really it's just going to be us putting butt imagery in places, either as giant props or as foods. A big booty pie.
And these are all practical. Like,
yeah.
This is what you're paying for when you come to the Comedy Hip Hop Heroes. You're getting like fully baked, like real enormous. Like, we're breaking records. We're sending this to Guinness. It's like, oh, this video has the largest ever butt-shaped pie.
Which is it's only like 16 inches across. It's not that impressive, but no one else has done a butt pie.
But you still get the plaque in the video. Oh, man. And speaking of giant props, outside the lookout, the battle continues. Krillin getting absolutely clobbered by Vinegar, who then like kind of kicks him off the lookout as Krillin's knocked out. Gohan is like, Krillin, no, I have to save Krillin, but is stopped by Vinegar and Spice. And then we get a commercial. Hey, everybody. We'll get you right back to the episode. Just a quick announcement about an upcoming fundraising stream that I'm going to be doing on the 15th of October. That's October 15th. I'm going to be streaming a little bit of Bloodborne for a good cause for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, which provides, care, research funding for bloodborne illnesses and cancers like the lymphoma, Hodgkin's and non-Hodgkin's, making sure that everybody's set up for success and everybody gets a chance to have a pleasant experience when going through something like that. Personally, I suffer from I suffer from nodular lymphocyte predominant Hodgkin's lymphoma, or NLPHL for short. I was diagnosed in 2019 and have been on maintenance chemo for the past 2 years, ending on the 13th. So I wanted to celebrate by ironically playing a game about blood because I have a bloodborne illness and because it will be fun to stream and celebrate the end of that treatment. So help me raise as much money as possible over that Saturday, October 15th, only on our Twitch, twitch.tv/Kame House Party, where I'll be playing Bloodborne for a good cause. And yeah.
Are you a pale blood then? I don't know anything about Bloodborne.
Well, you're going to find out on the 15th whether or not
guess so.
I am a pale blood.
That's my biggest question.
I don't know if NLPHL allows me to be a pale blood. I have no white blood cells at the moment, so maybe that counts. Anyway, back to the show.
Gohan gets so mad that he dual wields energy blasts on Spice and Vinegar, and they fucking blow up.
And because I doubt this happened in yours, as they're getting blown up, Spice first says, "No way." And then it cuts to Vinegar saying, "No, yes way," as they both explode. This episode is so infuriating.
In Vinegar, the big one,
Mm-hmm.
his final line is, "He's a freak."
These lines are nonsense.
What? No way, yes.
No way to yes way. And then in yours, he's a freak.
I like the idea of Vinegar, like he's got to get one last jet. He's like, "I know I'm dying, but
This
this
kid's
is too
weird."
good. I use humor to cope."
So Gohan's body count is at a 4.
He has killed every Spice person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's why they
Krillin.
broke up.
Krillin, absolutely useless.
Yeah. Just falling to earth. And it's really, he does this so he can save Krillin, which he does.
Yes, which he does. He does. Meanwhile, Big Daddy Garlic is fighting Piccolo. And he knocks Piccolo into a pillar. Garlic Jr. thinks he's, clobbered him. He's done for. And he has this quip, Aaron, which I thought was hilarious. I guess Piccolo wasn't the pillar of strength I thought he was.
That's pretty good.
But that is preceded by a 50-second silence. No music, no nothing. Just Garlic Jr. staring at rubble with his eyes open.
Why do he has like an internal monologue in mind?
They didn't give it to me. They gave me nothing.
Wow. They're like, we don't we're paying this guy by the word at this point. We can't have him just thinking about like how he was surprised he killed Piccolo and like, well, I've killed Piccolo, so I can't do the Dragon Ball, so I can't bring my father back to life. But whatever, I'll figure it out.
Which is interesting. Because that's part of Garlic Jr.'s whole plan.
Maybe So did in yours during this period, did Garlic Jr. allude to like, I did it, I killed Piccolo, he's dead?
Pretty much. I think that's what
Okay.
I guess he wasn't the pillar of strength that I thought he was.
Because I can see them saying like, oh, we can't. No, they can't. We can't think that Piccolo's dead. Like, but that's the whole point. You're supposed to think he's dead. So when he comes back to fuck shit up,
Yeah. He gets that
Um,
cool re-entrance.
and then he's like, this is kind of sort of a quote, but he's like, you think you're strong because you became a giant? This is how you become a giant. And then you go boop 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 boop, and then he just buffs up. He doesn't get giant like he was before.
Yeah, Piccolo just kind of expands. He gives us the line in English. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Pretty good.
Classic. Piccolo comes out of this looking way cooler, even with a tired line, like pick on someone your own size.
Yeah. Big Daddy meet Big Mommy.
I don't know. Like, I kind of wish he had said, you could call me Big Daddy Piccolo from now on. Huh? How do you like them apples?
I'm cool with it. Two daddies just beating the shit out of each other.
Wait, has my kink been revealed?
You've given me the upper hand. I know your kink inside and out. Wink.
Damn it. I'm exposed like a
Let
raw
us-
nerve.
Other things too. But let's have our daddy fight, shall we?
And so they do. They have their daddy fight.
Cut back down to the graveyard. Kame and Popo still running until suddenly they comically hit a glass wall or invisible wall. Popo's like, oh, I forgot that everything's in like sections. And we'll
he gives
never.
That's interesting context. So it's sectioned off. Okay.
Yeah. It's there are levels.
Kame, unfortunately, you did not defeat all the enemies in this zone. You cannot proceed.
You didn't meet the level requirement. Look over. If you look further on, you'll see there's a skull next to those Kami ghost names. You can't fight them.
Kame, this area is too high level for you. You'll need to come back another time.
And then he just breaks the glass like it's like, wait a minute.
He breaks the glass, and then in mine he says, Popo, run for the hills.
We have to run up that hill, Popo.
We're running up that hill, Popo. Stupid.
Wait.
This episode's stupid.
Wait, am I the one making a deal with God, i.e. you? Can you switch places with me and let me see. You know what? I feel like Yajirobe's got a pretty sweet life. I wouldn't mind that. Less chores. Still close to Kami.
Close. That's what we all want to be closer to Kami.
But
Okay.
it's a series of them running, hitting walls, continuing to run. At this point, for the rest of the episode, it's just kind of a back and forth of what's happening with Kami, what's happening with Piccolo. Because the main crux of it all is that Kami, he's slowly starting to go translucent. He's disappearing like Marty McFly. And this, of course, has an effect on Piccolo, who's kind of going in and out of strength as he's fighting Garlic Jr.
And I think this might be my favorite line of the entire episode, maybe this entire saga. So sorry, Garlic Jr., with all your quips and kicks and whatever. But Kami has this line as he falls to the ground. He's like tired. And he says, Popo, I'm beginning to feel a little lightheaded. And then you also see that his hand is turning translucent. And then he goes, and light-handed. What are we doing?
They're doing our job for us, and I hate this.
Light-handed? You bastards.
Popo, I'm feeling a little Popo, I'm feeling a little light assed. What other light? I mean, it's light-handed's kind of a term.
It's
a light
kind of a
touch,
term.
It's close.
Like you're short-handed.
Mhm.
So light-handed, I think, works because it fits like the same meter. But also, come on.
I'm feeling a little light-footed.
Because I think the next scene we see, Kami's entire lower half is gone.
Mhm. No, my good part.
Oh, my favorite parts.
He. I would be bummed if I suddenly had a ghost bottom.
I mean, absolutely, you'd be bummed with a ghost bum.
I guess I wouldn't be bummed. That's the problem.
You'd be bumless.
Mm-hmm. Could I sit still?
Yeah, I think that if that was a possibility, if we could somehow fade out of existence unexpectedly, that would be terrifying. Like if that could really happen to you or I would be like, oh God, no.
Shit. Yeah. Everyone's backing away.
Because what it means is if you're fading out of existence, you will never have existed, and nobody will remember that you were ever here after you're gone. And that's truly terrifying. Oh, we found our philosophy differences.
If no one knows, I'm dead. Who cares?
I guess.
I feel if they don't know you existed, they can't feel bad. I guess look, the only reason that the spoilers for Spider-Man No Way Home, the only reason that is sad because Spider-Man still exists and sees that no one remembers who he is. So it's sad because he's there. But if you're not there,
yeah, I guess you're right. I can see that point of view.
Still suck. I don't want to disappear from existence. No, thank you. Unless I can do unless it's super dramatic. Unless there's like a good moment. My wedding day. I mean, that would suck. But
you may now kiss the bride, and then you just like as you're leaning in, just shh.
Yep.
Would you rather fade out or turn to dust? I kind of rather
dust
turn to
would be
dust.
annoying. I will say dust would be a pain for everyone else.
Because there's only going to be one whirlwind that like just picks you up and flings you in a direction. It doesn't take you fully away, but everybody has to be like, oh crap, we got to get this off grandma. She's covered in Vince's dust.
Or if I'm doing some sort of magic trick, like I will now disappear. But if I didn't practice it beforehand, what a relief that I actually disappear. And I didn't mess up this magic
As you're
trick.
crumbling your way, you're like, phew. You finally fool Penn and Teller.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, it's so good. You don't do they're like, but where's the prestige? You did the pledge and the turn. You got to come back.
You got to come back.
That's why I don't win. But they can't figure it out.
But they never figure it out.
Last thing on this episode, sort of where we're at. Piccolo, too weak because of Kame. He's about to get punched up real good. Gohan stops the Garlic Jr. punch, steps in, arms out, protecting his master, protecting his dad. Kame, they reach the four winds. They reach the bottom of the heavenly realm, but all the Kames are now out and about. They're blocking their path. Why? But why? What are these Kame's problems?
That's what we don't really know. But I think the problem is, and this is just me putting this together, that's the final resting place of every Kame.
Yes.
So regardless of like how powerful they were when they were alive, at the end of their lifespan, they go into that room to die. Right? So this is just, I think what they're saying is Kame has gone into this room to die now, and they are like, he has to die here. Like
Well, even though Popo tried to explain it. Well, they kind of didn't do a very good job of explaining it. They're just like, hey, can you let us pass?
And they're just like, zap, holes,
Yeah.
zap, holes, wall, holes, background change from green to red to blue or whatever. We did skip over just this final quip from Garlic Jr. Before the end of this episode.
Mhm.
As Piccolo is like depleted of energy, he picks him up by his head, and I hated this because you'll see. He goes, "It's the bottom of the ninth, Piccolo, and here's the pitch," and then throws him against the wall. Motherfucker, how did you learn about baseball in the dead zone?
I got you. I got the MLB package. You
What
can
you
get
didn't know,
basic cable.
Piccolo, is the dead zone is full of baseball.
When anyone hits a dinger out of the park, that's where it goes.
You can't find the ball, it ends up here in the dead zone.
A bunch of socks.
Bunch of people's keys to rental cars.
Anything you drop in the floorboard and goes under. You think it's under your seat. Oh, it's mine. That's how I survived. Water bottles, half McDoubles.
That's why I always check my pockets before I leave the dead zone. But yeah, I thought that was stupid. He shouldn't have a baseball reference. Who cares?
What I mean, there's a what if we were punching this up?
Mm-hmm.
looks like this daddy's about to be, I don't know what the term for like a father who loses his children, nor do I want to really. Looks like this daddy's about to about to commit a little patricide. There we go. All right, we found it.
Yeah, there we
Patricide,
go.
yeah.
Some spicy patricide. Stupid Garlic Jr. and his stupid plan.
Sexy Scarlet.
Stupid, sexy ass Garlic Jr.
Well, Vince, we've got some sexy mail. I don't know if it's sexy. We'll find out.
Yeah, open that bad boy. Let's find
All
out.
right.
Want to read some XXX mail?
Yeah. So this is an email from Taylor, who wrote to us, who wrote a very nice email before. They write, "Here's some interesting facts that you guys don't need to know. A lot of them you know. Goku's Saiyan name is Kakarot, which is named after a carrot.
Check.
Broly is named after broccoli.
Check.
Nappa is named after a type of Chinese cabbage
Check.
called Napa cabbage. Raditz is named after a radish.
Check.
And Vegeta's name is literally just half the words vegetables. All right.
Uh-huh.
All right. Check again. You're batting 1,000 on here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is because the word Saiyan is derived from a common anagram of the word Yasai, so Romanize Yasai, which means vegetable in Japanese, except they added the word N to that. Okay. I don't think we had.
We did not know that.
All right.
Mm-mm.
I noticed you guys made some Star Wars references in some of the DBZ episodes, so I decided to do some digging and found that Toriyama was heavily influenced by Western media, and Star Wars movies were some of his favorites. For instance, when Goku visits Bulma during the Red Ribbon Army saga, there are multiple Star Wars-themed gadgets in the background, such as a lightsaber, Imperial shuttle, and something that looks like R2-D2. You guys are amazing with the improv, and keep fighting.
Oh,
Hey,
keep
thank
fighting.
you, Taylor.
Thank you, Taylor.
I don't know if we mentioned that in the Red
I
Ribbon
don't think
saga.
I don't think we touched that in the Red Ribbon Saga.
That was also like 4 years ago.
But I
Whoops.
love that it's there, and I love that. Toriyama, maybe not the king of subtlety, but he is the king of this medium. So he gets it, and yeah, it's cool.
And then we got, that was some KHP research. We got some more from Master Researcher Nick.
Mm-hmm.
They
The
write,
special master.
the daddy of research.
Oh, big daddy of research, Nick.
Big Daddy Nick. No. Whoops, sorry. We'll see if
Sorry.
you're still a listener after this.
Yeah.
Following up in the past few weeks, the race of people Vegeta invaded were of Apule, not Kui. Kui had a bunch of catfish features, lips, whiskers in his forehead, while Appley just had a big xenomorph head. Then again, the Kui sounds like the name of an alien race rather than the Appley. Second, both Marin, the girlfriend, and Maron, the kid, are derived from the
Maron.
French word for chestnut, which fits because the first part of Krillin's name, Curie, means chestnut in Japanese. The second part comes from the Chinese word for Shaolin. According to Dragon Ball Super, Marin's name has a slightly longer ah sound and slightly trails the r's. So, Maron.
Maron.
So I did it right that first time.
So you
as a
did,
joke.
yeah, you nailed it the first time.
Hey, Maron. Plus, just to cover both y'all's butts and mine, yes, in the manga, he didn't actually name his child after his ex. But I'm having fun at the expense of the original anime's filler. It's really funny to think that Krillin sees nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, but also
Damn, he got to it before I did.
in naming his daughter after a woman he used to date when he was no longer dating her. Lastly, if you guys are serious about catching the DBZ movies, I suggest covering movies 2 through 4, Weelo, Turtles, and Slug, as soon as Garlic Jr. ends, then the cooler duology right after the driving episode. Keep fighting,
Okay.
Master Researcher Nick. Okay, so we have maybe some marching orders here. I don't know how much more filler we can take.
I that, you know, the way that Nick presents it, like after this filler, we hit 3 movies in a row. And then, yeah, we have a little bit of a break before we do the Cooler saga. Like, that sounds like a kind of a plan.
It
Because I
does.
need something to wash this fucking garlic out of my mouth.
But the movie, it's 3 times the work of a normal episode. Granted, the
true.
work is watching it, but
I mean,
time
we'll,
is time.
we'll think about it. But thank you, Nick, for laying out, I
Mhm.
think, the proper chronology, for us at least. And yeah, I'm interested in watching some of the movies that we haven't at this point. And I eventually have to watch Super. I'm getting a little antsy, so I might
that's-
torrent that bad boy.
That is first order of business.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't mention it here, but there might be some discrepancies about Piccolo getting big and what that entails.
All right.
based
Yeah. I guess
on Dragon
I know what
Ball
I have to do
Super.
tonight.
You don't have. I mean, you know,
I think
find out
I think I'll find-
Toriyama's PayPal and
yeah.
cash
I'll
out his
Venmo
ass.
Toriyama. Yo, dog. Let me get that.
Thanks
Let me cop that. Thanks.
Thanks for the movie.
Thanks for the movie, bro.
But Nick and Taylor, thank you for writing in. We very
Absolutely.
much appreciate it. If you have your own KHP research, perhaps you have a 1-minute roundup you want to deliver to us to show our little asses up, or you just want to say hi, you can do so by writing to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. We are on most of the social medias. Look up Kame House Party. We will pop up. You can, if you want more of us, there are a few ways to get that. You can head on over to patreon.com/kamehouseparty, where for a measly $5 a month, you get weekly bonus content. This week, we worked on Vince's character reel and did some fun improv there. So please check that out. You can also head on over to twitch.tv/kamehouseparty. Most Thursday nights, we are there at 8 p.m. Eastern, playing a variety of games and having a variety of fun. Is that it? Did we do it?
I think that's it. I think we done did it. We did an episode,
Mhm.
Aaron,
Yep.
and we kept it at a reasonable length of time.
I think so. I think the only thing left to do is to build that giant butt mountain that we're gonna put.
Yeah, we got to go get ready for the Young Gravies video. He emailed us during this podcast, and we got the job. So whether you are architecting some big old butts, or you're cheesing it from the commie fuzz, you gotta
keep 5.